When you add your kids to title, you're inheriting all their garbage. So the 19-year-old with 3 DUIs, maybe he gets slapped with a civil. Maybe it's a DUI with a car accident. Maybe he's done some damage to someone. He gets sued, and the family sues him. The insurance, doesn't cover it because he's 19 years old and has minimum coverage, right? He gets a judgment against him. How can you collect on a judgment in California? And that's by taking that judgment and recording it with the recorder's office, wherever they own property. And great, Junior owns a sixth of Mom's house. That judgment's going to attach and stick to anything that Junior owns, including Mom's house, which means if Mom wants to go sell the property, Mom wants to go refinance the property, that lien has to be taken care of. And that lien could be $1,000, that lien could be $1 million. But judgments in general, so any piece of property that you own and you get a judgment against you and they go record that judgment, it's going to stick. You don't know, because especially if you're doing this without consulting with an estate planning attorney who's actually going to go pull chain of title and look to see what's on, and also doing due diligence on the kids that you want to add to title or the beneficiaries, and you find out what their dirty laundry is, because your 19-year-old probably not going to tell you that he got in trouble. Maybe he will. But if you can go and do a judgment search, you can say, listen, he's got a bunch of judgments. If you add him to title, those judgments are going to follow him and stick to the house. So you might not be able to do things in the future because of those judgments. Here's what I've seen a lot. They add their adult children to title, and the adult child gets divorced, and they have child support liens. You've got to deal with the county to get the payoff, but those things are also things that could potentially follow your kid when you add them to title. A little overlay on the family law. When you add the child to title and what their marital status is, you might be then dealing with, when your kid gets divorced from their spouse, dealing with a claim by the family law, in their family law case, for a potential claim on the equity in that property. Because, well, he owns this property and maybe they were helping Mom pay the mortgage and, they were using community funds to pay for it. It's just a mess. Now you've got to deal with your kid's divorce.